6 p.m.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why that YouTuber, every time I hear Jericho Green, I keep accidentally even saying Elijah Green, the baseball player, and Mitch Green, the boxer. There's a lot of Greens, you know. Grant Green, a CD called, an album called Ain't It Funky Now, which does a very good cover of It's Your Thing. Very good, that album, very good album to cruise in the car to. But anyway, yeah. So if I still messed up in this video and alright, what's up yins guys, time for another video. Before I go into this video, which I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I had to do a do-over. One of the reasons why I admit certain situations that not be cringy when I'm talking about certain things that to tell you in this story about a particular thing. I have a habit of, when I do certain videos, I kind of mess up the video and mess up my talking because I'm trying to keep from laughing. So there is going to be a story I'm going to tell you in this video. I had to do over again, one, because I couldn't stop laughing. Another thing, when I'm talking about this YouTuber, and for fans of this YouTuber, I played the video, I've messed up a few times. Having the last name Green in my head, I accidentally say the YouTuber is Elijah Green, but for some reason today I kept having other names Green in my head. Everything from sports people, boxers, Mitch Green, and Grant Green, which very good CD, or you want to download the MP3s, music you want to jam to in your car, very long tunes. Guitar player Grant Green, the album Ain't It Funky Now, and he does his instrumental version of It's Your Thing. So I had the name Green, different people named Green in my head, and I kind of got distracted. I think I might have found myself saying other names Green by accident. I'm not going to bore you with the details. I had different names of Green in my head, just like I said, but I'm not going to bore you with that. But if I introduce you while I'm at it to some good music by black musicians, Grant Green, Ain't It Funky Now, you know. But anyway, yeah, this YouTuber I subscribe to, I'm also known for making damn sure certain people who are lurkers on the far left that give me dirty looks and don't like anything else I do on YouTube, make sure, I want to make damn sure that they know that I support certain black YouTubers that they don't like, just out of spite. And then I'll also say, you get these people with stupid avatars and no content on their YouTube when you talk about other subjects, even if it ain't racial issues, say, oh, do you hate black people? Just asking you out of nowhere. It has nothing to do, make comments on a video that has nothing to do with anything racial. And my response to that really is, why would I want to be racist when it's actually a lot more fun, in my opinion, to support black YouTubers that I know you don't like? You know, like there's the hypocrisy there. The far left says, oh, don't hate black people and don't be racist. But however, here's a list of black YouTubers we don't want you listening to, that we encourage you to not like, and matter of fact, we forbid you to like. Oh, and don't hate Jews, but however, we encourage you to hate Ben Shapiro because, matter of fact, he's a Jew and he calls bullshit on a lot of people and stuff like that. So, yeah, don't hate Jews, but you're allowed to hate Ben Shapiro, encouraged to hate Ben Shapiro, and don't hate black people, don't be racist, but however, here's a list of black politicians, black YouTubers that we don't want you to like. But anyway, on about some of the videos, especially one I seen of him today, Elijah Green, and I'm also doing this video because I made a long-winded comment on his channel, and when I do things like that, there's thoughts in your mind, you should actually make a video. But anyway, yeah, he's absolutely right about some of what he's saying on there, and this is why you should promote his channel anyway. One of his main key things, which it is very, this is very critical here too. I know I got it in the back of my mind, excuse me for pausing, I got it in the back of my mind, and something else I'm going to say too that I'm trying, thinking about that I'm going to say in this video that I'm trying not to laugh, so hang in there. Yeah, anyway, he's absolutely right when he says, yeah, these certain politicians and advocates they care more about trying to force this garbage down kids' throat in school that shouldn't even be taught in schools about sexuality and these garbage books that they want to expose kids to. I mean, even shit that even some cases parents shouldn't even be teaching their kids, but yet they want to teach this to your kids, and they care more about that rather than solving the homeless problem. And the reason why I'm stressing this too, and not only is he right about that, he's so right about it that people should be the public should be getting together and publicly not doing anything like protest or doing anything that's against the law like violence, but the public should be publicly embarrassing these people. Said, hey, what you done about the homeless? You care more about pushing this garbage on kids like it's your passion, and even sending the people that, I'm going to make sure it's allowed to be taught in schools, and when it's actually banned, rightly banned in certain schools, going and telling people, yeah, we're going to overturn it. Care more about that, spitefully pushing the pedophile agenda, what's basically what it is with the garbage books they're teaching kids. Care more about that and doing absolutely nothing, zero, zip, nada, about the homeless problem. That's the kind of shit that they should be publicly embarrassed and calling on that bullshit, and even in a lot of cases, actually not in a lot of cases, in matter of fact, in absoluteness, call upon them to step down or be removed or fired for nothing done by the homeless, but obviously blatantly pushing that shit. But anyway, yeah, now that I mentioned that, here's the stuff that I was thinking about that I commented on this channel that just to talk about it, it's in the back of my head. I'm trying not to laugh, and you can ruin an entire video trying not to bust out laughing, when you're talking about it. And this involves a story that I wanted to make sure that his subscribers see me commenting about this so they could check on it. And that's why. I'm not out to get no attention from any well-established YouTubers other than their fans, giving their fans something to look up and some interesting facts. I don't make no money off my channel. That I want to make sure certain facts get to certain peoples and keep things stirred up, despite the left. And this, anyway, yeah, my local Pittsburgh news, some of us subscribe to the social media thing, how you're some certain people, reporters on your local, in my case, the Pittsburgh News, they have a Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to that, and they put articles on there, right? Well, there was an article I also saw on the TV news, but these reporters on their social media, I made a comment on a particular article that they did, which I did a separate video about. A school principal is in trouble, and he should be removed and charged himself, because the son of this school principal got busted for sexually assaulting a 9-year-old girl. And supposedly this principal was told even over a period of months, and he ignored it, he blew it off, didn't do shit about it, and he's actually the principal, anything that like get reported, they're required to call the cops, right? He didn't. He blew it off. He kept blowing it off. Really, he should be under the same investigation and prosecuted with the same charges as his son, really. And I made a comment anyway, the apple doesn't fall from the tree. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Principal, that's his son, you got to protect his son. Maybe he's one of them that teach their son and it's okay to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Them dirty little secrets that in some cases fathers and sons and uncles and nephews teach that garbage. They're a dirty old man, so they think it's okay to teach their son that, as opposed to the better values that maybe some of us learned in church as a kid. They're against all that, even though I'm not very keen on religion, but the basics that you're actually taught. Oh, and that shit has infiltrated the churches too. Don't even get me started on that. But anyway, I made the comment about, principal, protecting the son no matter what. That calling the principal a piece of shit and saying the apple doesn't fall from the tree, and I'm making references to the garbage that's being taught in the schools, and they want to teach your kids without the parents' consent. Oh, and this is about a person that a commenter, when they commented against me on this, and they didn't comment. These kind of people will hide behind memes. They will very rarely ever try to say anything articulate to try to debunk you in front of their little liberal friends. Not at all. So they'll give you, they'll hide behind stupid memes. This is a small story here. And this particular meme, this other commenter, when I made a comment on the right on the channel, the reporter of the TV news, when he did the article about the principal, I made a comment about what I'm telling you now, right? And this person hides behind this meme. He gives me this meme, which it's like a picture, a certificate, a Facebook or whatever, douchebag of the year award or whatever. And I go and ask him, I says, hey, I go in front of everybody else that sees this comment, you don't have no, dude, you clearly have no capacity to try to debunk anything I'm saying. You're hiding behind a meme, or a meme that's also a douchebag of the year award. And I go, do you realize that you do shit like that instead of condemning what this principal and the son did, right? And you'll do shit like that on a meme. Do you realize that you're probably telling on yourself that you probably are complicit with and support pedophile principals and their sons? That's what it looks like. Do you realize that? I'm telling this person and that. No answer. And he blocks me. But anyway, you go and just like the black YouTuber Young Ripa said about, sometimes if you could go to their YouTube channel or their social media and see how goofy they look if they show themselves at all, and they don't just have something with a stupid avatar. Yeah, I laughed when he said about how goofy people look. So I go and look on this person's social media, and he has this picture of himself. He has this this logo that he claims to be in some Pittsburgh university. I forgot which one. One of the logos I got in my head. I don't want to be incorrect about which one. I didn't look it up again. And he had a picture of himself in this pink furry costume, and he was holding the mask of the costume under his arm, all with pride. The same way a sports star or a football player would be posing for a picture with a football helmet. As if that costume had the same value, but don't get me started on woke football players. But I remember when I was a kid, the Pittsburgh football team, the Steelers, did good stuff for kids, and nobody was woke or whatever. But anyway, he's holding this head of this costume, this pink costume, like he's proud of himself. And he still looks like a kid. Involved in something in a university, some Pittsburgh university. And get this is what makes me hard to talk in this video, because I'm trying not to laugh. I'm partial to something in a tasteful manner, something that's like a sports mascot that looks like a giant stuffed animal, right? That's sports mascot or whatever. Yeah, Anthocon was in Pittsburgh. Some of them look like, big stuffed animals. And there's different kinds of people in there. A lot of them, they could be. Yeah. If it's a giant stuffed animal like a sports mascot or something, don't get me wrong, but these stupid, goofy fuckers are ruin every damn thing they touch. That's another story. But anyway, it was a pink costume, and what makes me almost laugh. Okay, get a picture. Say you took Grover or Elmo from Sesame Street, right? And say you dipped them in a vat of liquefied pink cotton candy and then let it dry and turned pink, like, just like as if they either dunked them in it or sprayed them up. Say they took Grover or Elmo and sprayed them up with pink cotton candy, or dumped them in a vat and took them out and let them dry. That's what this costume looked like. A big mouth, bright pink. Didn't even look like a furry at all. You know what I mean? It's like even the fucking costume looks weird as shit. And the dude's face, he looked goofy. This is what this dude had a picture of himself on there, and he's some kind of something political in a university. I don't remember what, but I was laughing. Just to talk about this, I'm trying just to get my talking right, because I want to bust out and roll on the floor and laugh, literally. But anyway, this is the kind of people, if they show themselves on their profiles at all, you're talking about stuff condemning people that are principals and their sons getting caught sexually assaulting kids, and this principal, just as big as a pedophile, he must be, because he was protecting his son. He just blatantly didn't report it, so it was all over our Pittsburgh news. And you'd make a comment on it, and you'll get these shitbags, these goofy degenerate shitbags. They're just degenerates that go to a university. Just because they go to college, like, they think they're smarter than you, but they're fucking degenerates, right? And they'll hide behind a meme, don't say anything to debunk anything you're saying, and they'll say something stupid or give you a stupid meme. And obviously, why do they bother doing that in front of other people looking to comment? They're arrogant enough, they think the whole world is on their side. And since they're not condemning it and doing any kind of thing like that, you don't think that perhaps they would have been better off not doing shit like that with memes, because they might as well announce themselves as complicit with shit like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, and these school principals too. They're literally on board with all this bullshit. Oh, and here's one of the biggest things too, before I forget. The reason I also said in that comment, the comment in which the person hiding behind a meme was messing with me about, I don't want to leave out this is the most important part of what I said in the comment too. I said that pretty much these principals and sons of principals are doing this shit in the open. They actually think that they got their people in positions of authority, and they think that they're winning, and they didn't quite win yet. As a matter of fact, the people that are fighting the evil are still prevailing to a point, but they think they're winning, so they're doing this shit and sexually molesting kids, and they already think they won. They just can't wait to get their hands on people's kids. I actually made a comment to that effect. But yet, and to end this video, the people that do this shit with memes, my point is, you and me are douchebags for openly condemning principals and sons of principals that get caught sexually assaulting kids. You're a douchebag for condemning shit like that. And they'll do like that, like a meme like that on you, right? Not articulate anything or they won't try to make a fool out of you or debunk anything you're saying. They hide behind a meme, and what they're basically doing, totally avoiding any kind of thing that they could be saying, because they have nothing. And they might as well just announce themselves that they actually support perversion and pedophilia. You know what I mean? It would have been better off if they didn't do any kind of memeing like that at all. You know what I mean? Because literally they're just like I said about the principals and people caught doing this shit. the people that do this shit with memes also think the whole fucking world is on their side. So they arrogantly do this shit with memes. Principals, school teachers doing that shit. Oh, and one more thing before I end this video too. This is about another YouTuber, but I saw this on a channel called Odin's Men. And when I saw, I promise it's not a real long story. He found this teacher on TikTok that was telling parents that to stop just because he's gay or whatever. Oh, stop accusing everybody of grooming kids. He's arrogantly bashing the parents. He's a teacher bashing parents on TikTok, telling the parents to stay in their lane and mocking the parents and telling them to go back to doing their manual labor or whatever the hell and let him teach. And the kicker about this is why I wanted to share this, and I made the comment on his channel too. I said, dude, I commented on the channel of Odin's Men. I said, dude, I know this dude's face. I just saw him on my Pittsburgh TV news, which they only did one article about him too, and it got forgotten. The same face, he got caught trying to sexual assault some boy, you know, because he's that way, and he was getting fired or whatever. Yeah, the same damn face. I saw him on the news beforehand, and this YouTube channel, Odin's Men, the military vet guy, featured this teacher, and he was critiquing his video, his arrogant shit on TikTok, and I saw his damn ass on my local TV news that he got busted for, anyway, I forget what they call it, kind of like sort of like a sexual assault, but I guess he was going over kids' houses and associating outside there and doing some kind of roughhousing, and he was kind of doing the motions like trying to whatever, not like he was trying to hump them or whatever the hell. The way the news said it, I forget the words that the news would say it, but really this teacher doing shit like that, yeah, same dude. So anyway, this was off the subject, another YouTuber. But yeah, any fans of Jericho Green there, that's what I'm telling you guys, this shit I saw. This is the kind of bullshit that they're coming out and they think they're winning, so they're doing this shit in front of people and think they're getting away with it, and they think that their liberal buddies are gonna just save them or whatever. Yeah, well, they figure they'll get all their people in public office, just like our former governor of Pennsylvania hired a man dressed as a woman to be the leader of the health department, telling us that we should take the vaccines and wear masks. Then you don't hear about them on TV anymore because President Biden put them in head of federal health department. So now you don't hear nothing about him anymore. The man dressed as a woman, Richard, aka Rachel Levine, now is supposedly in federal health department after former Governor Wolf put them in there, and they were all over TV telling us repeatedly every day, telling us to wear a mask. Like I give a flying rat's ass, or like I give a fraction of a shit about a man dressed as a woman telling me to wear a mask and to get masks. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, these are the kind of people. Yeah, I could go on, but I won't. Yeah, they just because they get a few people in public office, they get arrogant, think they can do what the hell they want, and even without the parents' consent with your kids,